everywhere. Every sport's going crazy. I don't know what to expect. It's FISE.
The crowd is absolutely ecstatic to watch you ride, and the whole atmosphere is absolutely unreal. So much fun.
It's so very special because you don't see that anywhere else except for at FISE.
Welcome back, everybody. We are live here for the FISE World Series presented by Honor. This is Chengdu, China, and we are getting ready to host the Roller Park semifinals. It's about to happen out here today in Chengdu. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in around the world to listen and watch us live as this semifinal unfolds in front of us. Let's check out some of the previous stops that we've been to on the FISE World Series. Montpellier, France is where we started off, moving into Budapest, Hungary. That's where our two roller stops had happened throughout the World Series. Canada, we were missing the inliners, but we're excited to have them back out here in Chengdu. Such an amazing location, and so thankful for the Chengdu public to accept us with open arms out here. But we are going to be finishing off this 4-stop World Series tomorrow, so make sure you guys stay tuned to see how it's going to unfold after the semifinals. My name is Ryan Meyer, and I am live here with a new host for the FISE World Series, Kato. Kato, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Ryan. It's a real pleasure to be here today for this semifinal FIRS Roller Freestyle Park World Cup. My name is Kato. I'd like to shout out all my Rams fam out there, and it's been a great time here in Chengdu so far.
And it has been an amazing time coming out here to Chengdu. Have you been here previously?
It's my first time here, Ryan, and I can tell you I've been really enjoying this, seeing those riders, having a good time on this beautiful course, designed by none other than Pascal, our French-friendly rollerblader, I gotta say, part of the judging today.
If you guys want to make sure that you stay up and involved with all the back scene content, make sure you guys check us out on all the social media handles. You can follow us and like the Facebook page, FISE.official, as well Twitter and Instagram. You can get us at FISE World. As well, Snapchat handle is FISE World Series. And for all the social media, make sure you guys hashtag your post FISE World or FISE 20, and as well for the Chengdu stop, FISE China. So make sure you guys stay involved with all the action. We have a lot of behind-the-scenes content going on our social media. You can make sure that you get involved with the action on Instagram. We have some live videos as well as Snapchat, things that you would not see on the other TV networks. Let's check out how this inline format is going to go. Kato, walk me through what the inliners are about to go down.
Well, Ryan, today we'll have 12 riders, 2 heats of 6 riders. They'll each have a couple runs, 2 runs of 50 seconds. The best round will count.
And then it is going to be the best run, like you said. The judges are going to reveal the scores. And I do believe that we have live scoring happening out here for the roller. So, like you said, keep in mind his 12-rider format. And we're going to split them up into 2 separate groups of 6. You see all the riders going down the course there, warming up right now.
That's right, Ryan. We'll see the live scoring after each heat. So we'll start by seeing the first 6 riders. We'll have a score, and we'll move on to their second run. And we'll have the best out of 2 scores, counting for their final result.
And then now speaking about the scores, I mean, you've been in the industry for a long time. Do you know the judges that are going to be doing the criteria out here today?
We'll talk about the judges. We're seeing them on the screen right now. I'm seeing on the left Blake Bird from the UK, who's the head judge today. In the middle, we'll have Pascal. His last name is Morrissey Raymond. He's actually the designer and builder of this skate park today. And on the right, none other than Takeshi Yasutoko, a real legend in the sport. The 3 judges today. They'll be taking consideration quite a few criteria today: the difficulty, height, fluidity, originality, style, consistency, variety of tricks, landings, use of the park, execution, and progression. These guys have been doing it for a long time. They've been the judges in Budapest, in Montpellier. Things have been going well. Seeing Blackbird right here in the middle, head judge today.
So a very international packed field of riders as well as judges, and it is very vital that the judges have huge experience in the industry, and like you said, some of the top competitors and industry people throughout inlining. And yourself, how did you get into inlining?
Well, it's a long story, Ryan. I've been here since pretty much the beginning, and it's always been a dream of mine after riding as a pro for all these years to start a company. That led me all the way to San Diego in the late 90s, and this is where I've been ever since, running my little company over there called Remedies. It's been a good time, it's been a good run.
So it's been a very fun time, but you've been involved with the sport almost since its infancy, and with that comes you've been able to see all the athletes go through competition. And now let's take a look actually at one of the top riders in the sport right now. Let's take a look at Paul Kudos. Julien Kudos, pardon me, run from here in Montpellier. This is the slope style part of the contest. This is a very unique course and event that there is for inlining. It's one of a kind almost in Montpellier. What do you think of such a feature course like this?
Well, Ryan, I can tell you this was a great time. I was right there on the course commenting. This was an absolute blast. The high jump right here. It was all new for the riders. The FISE really treated us with something very special this year.
And as well, this I believe is from the park in Budapest, pardon me. So you saw Julien going for that front flip up the sub box. Is one of the largest features on course, and had to just perfectly time that front flip so he did not hit his bottom or his head on the top coping of that sub box. Just some amazing riding all over, going from the slope style to the park, and now we are back in the park. Let us keep in mind this is a park that the athletes are sharing with the BMX athletes. How does that play into the different riding that the inliners are going to have to go through in this contest? Like, I mean, BMX courses maybe have different transitions than what the wheels and the cages of the blades are set for. So maybe some of the athletes have to go for more speed. How are we, how is that going to feel for an inliner?
Well, what we're seeing here on this kind of course, Ryan, is riders using bigger wheels to better catch some speed and keep the speed for the all 60 seconds, which is really important, obviously, on a park like this. Keep the lines going, keep the tricks big, and don't stop. The name of the game is to not stop and keep going for a full 60 seconds. We're seeing right here the cradle, the honor cradle, which the riders use to catch some speed. A lot of good lines on this park, as long as the speed is up to par.
So walk me through our competitors out here. We have the 12 riders.
Well, number one on the list right here, we have Hyung Min Song, followed by Tassi, Sanadi Bella, Chi Zhang, Ikait Zhang, Kim Ruslin, and our friend from Australia, Nielson Josh, will be our sixth rider. That will be it for the first heat. Second heat, we'll start with Stefan Torres from Switzerland, followed by Joe Atkinson out of the UK, and our friends from France, Yuma Baudouin and Roman Abrat. Tomek Pribilik will be following, and last but not least, our winner at the Montpellier stop, Julien Kudo, currently number one on the ranking.
So a very packed heat of international riders. A lot of French influence out there as well. I would think that has a long part to do with the FISE being such a dominant character in building inline competitions throughout the 20 years of the FISE. Have you been to all the FISE stops, or how many of the FISE stops have you been in attendance to?
Well, Ryan, I've been to quite a few. It's a long story with the FISE. I'm myself originally from Montpellier, so I have been lucky enough to witness the FISE ever since birth, really. And the progression has been amazing all the way till nowadays in Chengdu. It's really been something.
As we hear on course there, that's actually the guy who I'm used to having beside me during this, but seen as we're going to use him for both his language abilities, AJ Stein is down there on course getting the Chengdu public hyped up.
That's correct. AJ on the deck. And now we're starting with the first rider, Hyung Min Song. Had a little bit of an issue right here in the honor cradle. This is a hard obstacle to manage for the riders.
But it's a very cool obstacle that they happen to put in. I think it's very nice, FISE brings all the ramps worldwide. They ship it all over the world to create these amazing park courses everywhere that we go for the tours. But there's always a little bit of difference throughout the contest. And that cradle feature, that's something very new as well out here to China.
Correct. Very well built skate park. I've heard from Pascal, who told me every piece fell in together perfectly. And that's it. That's going to do it for Hyung-Min Song for his first run.
And of course, this big, what do you think it's going to take to stay on top or to make it into that qualification for tomorrow's finals?
It's going to take speed and consistency. Use of the park, really try to get around the course the best, as fast as possible, hit up as many obstacles as possible, and obviously as big of a tricks as they can. Not sure he's really happy with his first run, but we'll see him again on his second run. Hyung-Min Song, as we're getting ready to move to the second rider for this first heat. There he is. Getting ready right here. The weather's been cooperating very nicely this year as well. It's not been too hot, not been too cold.
Kwang-Ming Sun score is coming in there, the 24.33. That's definitely going to stay low down there. But Tasni Bella is going to be dropping in for his first run here.
Let's go for 50 seconds. Let's see what Tassi's got. Starting big. 360 on the box. Transfer. But this is where you want to keep the speed up. It's really important.
And such a course as well that has so many flat bottoms. I would feel that it would be very difficult to regain that speed and momentum if you have a bit of a slip up.
Correct, as we can see, he's already down to 20 seconds. It's going to be really hard for him to get back up and get the speed.
All right, Josh, you got another 10 seconds left.
We see the crowd here in Chengdu. It's nice to see so many people watching. Attempt to slow right here on the wall ride. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for his first run. Tassi.
So as you've been in this sport for, as you said, almost or more than 2 decades, what are some of the interesting changes that you see happening throughout the contest scene?
Well, there's been quite a few changes, really. We're seeing, I like how we're seeing the FISE right now bringing some really legit courses and really legit events in the sport and supporting rollerblading the way it is, freestyle rolling like this. It's just been really great to be part of all these World Series, seeing those guys getting the opportunity to take it like this worldwide.
Yeah, it's a very nice feature that FISE brings all the action sports community as well together. As well, being able to incorporate amateur athletes to see if they have what it takes to make it against the professional athletes. It's such a cool thing that the FISE always has this open contest format for all the athletes. So if you are aspiring professional or semi-professional inliner out there, keep in mind, if you're watching us and you're wondering how to get involved, you can always come out to one of the stops that we have on tour. That's why we have this world tour, to kind of open up the playing field to the entire global market and say, hey, if you want to come out and see if you have what it takes to compete against some of the top guys in the world, come out, make it to the qualifier, see if you have what it takes to make it into the semifinals, see if you have what it takes then to make it into the finals. It's not just an invitational contest like so many of the top professional league action sports events are.
That's right, Ryan. We're seeing right here Qi Zhang, a very respected rider here in China. He's been around for quite a while. He's mostly a street skater, as we could see on his run. He tried to go pretty big on the start with the soul transfer. Unfortunately, a mishap. But he's still happy, always a smile on his face. Qi Zhang on his first run. He's getting ready for his second run later. As we're seeing the judges deliberate, coming up with the scores. These guys have a tough job, let me tell you, Ryan.
Yeah, judging an event like this is definitely something I had the opportunity to do in the past and something I would never want to do again. It is one of the most difficult experiences to have to go through, you know, kind of a freestyle event where everyone is able to do their own expression and then have to strictly judge them in some certain sense. But the judges have such great experience and knowledge of how to do this. They're really able to make a justified account at the end of it.
So much to take in consideration. We're seeing a nice start of a run right here for He Kang Sang.
It's a very big sub box to get up on.
That's a nice topsoil transfer, his first trick. Into the cradle. Yes. Nice way to keep up the speed. So this is where it gets critical right here, Ryan. Like towards the half of the run, the second half of the run where the riders get a little tired, has to keep up, keep the speed up. And this is where it gets really, where it separates the, nice, he's having a good time. Look at his crowd right here, Ryan, it's good to see.
And it's actually one of the beautiful things about having events in China is you just set a time and a date and they will come out in numbers and they're so enthusiastic and on point. AJ is doing a great job of getting the crowd riled up out there today.
It's good to see AJ on the deck. He's usually sitting on my seat, huh? I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken, Ryan is usually your partner over here.
Yeah.
I'm usually the one on the mic.
Oh, but I like switching it up. It's nice to have you out here.
It's quite a different gig.
You think you'd like to do more of this stuff? Is it a fun, different position?
Well, I like being next to you, so who knows?
Okay, but we'll keep it to that distance.
There we go for Kim. His first run. Yes, nice speed right here. It's going on the spine. Backflip on the spine. Dropping into the main course. So some of these riders put some bigger wheels, especially for this event, to be able to flow the course nicely. And dropping in towards the big box.
Yeah.
Oh, 900 right here.
Oh, still holding on there.
Hot trick. Yeah, he's not letting go. I think he's got to be pretty happy with his run right here. He didn't fall. Nice run right here from Kim Wrestling.
Yeah, right at the buzzer there.
Yep. Can't stop. He's having too much fun. Nice big smile on his face. He's happy.
I just want to throw a big shout out to some of our sponsors. Honor for the Brave. If you guys have not checked out Honor, make sure you guys go and make your next smartphone decision out there with Honor, an amazing company doing justice and promoting us through all our sports disciplines. As well, thank you to the city of Chengdu for welcoming us here with such open arms. Such a beautiful place out here in mainland China. Been here for the fourth year in a row.
There's Josh Nielson out of Australia. He's also spent quite some time in the States, Josh. Good friend of mine. He's having a good time here in Chengdu. Always enjoying his time in China. Nice little transfer right here into the spine. Yeah, backflip. We see AJ pretty animated right here on the course. Nice little monkey 360 right here. Full cab. Come on, Josh. Oh, nice pass right here on the cradle. For the last few seconds. You can see how those guys get tired towards the end of the run. It's a big course. Yes, always a smile on his face. Nice run for Josh right here. And this new obstacle is quite something this year, Ryan.
Yeah, I think it looks very, very impressive as well, and the riders seem to be having tons of fun shredding around it, but the key is to be able to keep your momentum and balance as you come out of that transition. There's weird lips on each side as it kind of goes into quarter, and then which have different corners, different angles coming out of it. It's going to really take a lot of skill and blade control to handle yourself out of that.
Correct. You got to keep the line going. Got to Again, the judge is deliberating. Let's remind everybody that this is an overall impression the judges are going for today. So we're going back to our first rider for this first heat. He's going to try to up that. Wang. Yes, nice misclick on the table. Unfortunately, didn't make it. Quite a few Chinese riders today. Another top horn. 360 on the spine for Huang.
20 seconds left. All right, hitting speed ready up at the top.
He's got 10 seconds left.
Where you going, bud?
Try to do a little last trick.
5 seconds. 3. And that's it. Give it up.
That's going to do it for him today.
Our first rider in our first heat.
Nope. That's it. Second and last run for Huang Ming Song. As we're waiting for the judges to deliberate once again.
So yeah, that's our first rider finishing up both his runs out there today for the inline. As we're watching this, if you guys are just tuning in, this is the semifinals for the inline contest out here in Chengdu. We are doing 2 heats of 6 riders, 12 rider total, to see who makes it into the finals tomorrow. Tassi about to drop in for his second run. Off the sub box into the honor quarter pipe and into the box jump.
That's right, nice 360. Trying to transfer on Seoul on the big wall ride. Yes, nice little flat through. All right, Tassi around the honor cradle right here. Over the spine.
Ooh, going for that flat rail. That looks like a very interesting feature.
Yeah, this is a rail that's been put in just for the freestyle roller competition. These guys can do transfer. I'm sure we're going to see some more on this rail later.
Ooh. And that will be it. That's going to do it for his second run.
That's it. Still having a good time. Always a smile.
Good showing, but we'll have to wait and see if that is going to hold up for the top 6 tomorrow's final.
All right, up next, Beijing rings, Juncture. Take a minute to wait for our scores to come in. You're gonna have 50 seconds. All right, are you ready, Frankie?
And we're back with our friend Chi Zhang, street skater from here in China. He's been around for a long time. Very respected over here. You can see we're going to see a lot of grinds with him. Another mistake. Going back up, trying to get speed again. You see AJ trying to pump these guys up. Yeah, top soul.
Super technical.
Chi Zhang doing a lot of grinds, obviously. The street skating background. Yeah, loop top pass it.
All right, that'll be it. Give it up for Juncture.
That was it for him. His second and last run today. He had a 42.66 on his first run.
DJs in the world here in the FISE experience. Big out.
Is he going to up that on his second run? So far, we're having Josh top position for this heat with a 67.33.
All right, our next rider from Shandong Zippo, it's Hokai Jong. Are you ready? Check
Here we go, second run for Hee Kai-zung.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
51 on his first run. Dropping in, nice 360 on the box. Caught a lot of air, topsoil transfer. Nice start of the run right here for Hee Kai-zung.
Yeah.
Nice soul grind on top of the wall ride.
Whoa, huge distance on that.
He landed a little low.
Almost not getting any transition at all. But as we hear AJ saying, 25 seconds on the clock. Looks like he's gonna maybe have enough energy to pull one last trick together.
Having a little fun back up on the platform. That's it for his second run. Hee Kai-zung.
So currently, if we're looking at our live standings right now, we have Josh Nielson after run 1. Keep in mind, both runs have to be in for us to determine the overall score. But after his first run, he's sitting with a 67.33. Kim Russlin in the second place with a 58. And Hee Kai with a 51, respectively, after their first runs. We're going to wait for the second run scores to come in, and then we'll be further able to tell you how that scoreboard is looking. Kim Russlin, like I just say, sitting in second place with that 58. He's dropping in now for his second run.
Right, Ryan, so the best run out of the two will count today. Backflip on the spine. Pumping the public right here, having a good time. Come on, Kim. Yeah, little flat 3 right here. Back down on the course. Going for a different line right here on the second run, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely having a better second run. Soul grind. Ice filling it here, Kim. Asking the crowd for some juice. Yeah, front flip on the big box. Landed it.
Yeah,
having a good time.
Nice second run out there for Kim.
Yeah, he's happy with this one.
As we're watching our scores come in there, Hee Kai has a 52.66 drop in for his second score, which solidifies his third spot there right now. Then following him is Chi with a 47.33 of his second run. And fifth place, Stasi with a 44.33 his second run. And rounding up the top 6 there is Hang Ming with the 24 of his first run. We're going to have to wait and see now. There's 2 more scores to be dropped in. Josh Nielson currently sitting on top with the 67.33 of run 1. Let's see if he can up the ante.
Nice
going
try
down.
Right, big flat 3 Liu Kang right here. Fortunately for him. He had a good first run though. Josh always having a good time, always a smile on his face.
All right, 30 seconds, CHENGDU, come on! He's standing in for you guys!
It's all about speed on that course. Nice 540 transfer right here.
You got 15 seconds left. You can sidewalk something if you want.
Another 10 seconds for him. As we saw the result for Kim.
All right, Josh,
We got in second place.
What do you got? Going with the alley, Josh will down the end for our first heat.
So we're looking at Josh right now in first position, followed by Kim. And Hee Kai in third position with a 52.66.
2 minutes of warm-up for our
Chi,
second
Tassi,
heat.
and Huang.
2 minutes of warm-up.
Those are the standings for the first heat, the first 6 riders today.
So there you go. That was all our first 6 riders. That means the lower half of our division out there today. And now you see the top half rolling out on course. They're going to get their warm-up in. So like you see, warm-up is happening on course for our other 6 athletes. We're waiting for all the scores to come in. We'll be showing you the breakdown on screen momentarily. But after the first half so far, how are you feeling from this event so far, Kato?
Well, I got to tell you, It's a bit hard sitting right here in front of the screen, you know, getting relaxed.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a different gig, but
you know, today we don't really have all that outside atmosphere from the audience. It doesn't bring that that totally to us in front. So it is a bit difficult, but we still can see some amazing skating happening out here. Walk us through some of the highlights that we just saw in this first heat.
absolutely. Right here, like Big Misty. Nice Chi with a nice 360 on the table. We saw some good transfer. We saw some pretty good amplitude on the first heat.
Now, coming out of the next 6 riders, how are you feeling the skating is going to kind of differentiate itself from these last 6?
Well, I have a feeling that the speed will be up. Those guys are some of the top guys right now. We'll see Julien Cudeau, we'll see Joe Atkinson. And I've seen from the warm-ups that those guys can go real fast, real big. So I'm hoping that anticipating some amplitude on this second heat.
So we were teasing you guys with this info before, but there you go. Josh Nielsen in top honors there, holding the hot seat with the 67.33. Not far behind Kim Russlin with the 62 even. Heike with a 52.66, Chi with a 47.33, Tasi with a 44.33, and Hong Ming with a 24.33, rounding off your top 6. And the first half to our 12-man semifinal out here for the FIRS FISE CHENGDU Roller Park semis. So pretty amazing stuff happening right now. I mean, I am sitting right now here with Kato, and Kato, you've been in the industry for a very long time. And I mean, you've been hanging out with all these boys, traveling around the world, doing different stuff in the community, but are there any interesting stories you can tell us about some of the riders out here?
Interesting stories, yes. I'm looking at Joe Atkinson right now, just warming up on the course. He's been having quite a year.
Yeah.
Joe Atkinson, he's been traveling the world. Thanks to FISE and thanks for him to himself, really, you know, just going around and having a good time, skating contests. And I think this is pretty new to him, you know. He comes from a street background as well, and he's come a long way. And from what I've seen on this course, he's definitely been working really hard on his skate park skills right here. Stefan Torres also, who came on his own ticket. He came on his own pocket, on his own money, all the way to Chengdu to skate this event. It's great to see that.
That's a beautiful thing as well. You see amongst the community a lot of athletes putting it together and kind of risking their own pocket and dollar for the love of the sport to come out here. Joe Atkinson, like you had mentioned before, he's had quite a year. He's actually working with Cirque du Soleil in Montreal. He's been traveling the world, kind of like gypsy life. Hasn't been skating too much actually on the inlines, but he's back out here for the love of it and doing it. Stefan Torres, though, dropping in the Swiss lad.
First ride of the second heat, Stefan Torres, 360 on the spine. He's getting technical on the coping, Stefan. He comes from Switzerland. He's had a pretty good run in Budapest, if I remember correctly. 360 on the big table. Oh, try to add a fish brain right here on the wall ride. Woo! Getting out off the course right here, straight into the crowd. We hope he's okay, no problem. He's coming back with the smile, Stefan. Yeah, so we can see these guys are going a little faster.
Ooh. And that is that very unorthodox transition, actually, because you see there's no flat bottom to the transition, which is usually what you would get for that leveling out of your momentum. It's a full circle, so if you're a little on the back end of your heels, it's going to throw you in a loop just like it did Stefan there.
That's also what makes it good. If you come at the right speed,
yes,
you can come out of it with even more speed.
Yes.
There you go. That was Stefan Torres' first run right here. Our next rider, we were just talking about him, Joe Atkinson from the UK. Or from planet Earth, really. Like you say, he's been living a gypsy life, having a good time.
Always been having a good time with Joe out here on the circuit.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's go for 50 seconds. Joe Atkinson, see how fast Joe is going.
And especially out here in Chengdu, Tag Nightclub has been 21st floor, as some of us may recall it, has been
very good friend of ours. We've been having some fun nights there. But Joe, I haven't seen out yet. Maybe he has a good semi-qualifying and decides he wants to come out with us tonight.
I can see already, I can tell you that he's been keeping up the speed around the course very well, Joe.
Oh, love that.
Nice monkey plant right here over the table. It's the third time he's going around the cradle on one run. A lot of speed for Joe Atkinson. Ooh. That was actually a really nice run. Joe Atkinson.
And just for a little bit of practice.
Right. I'm not sure he heard the bell. Let's see what the judges will think of Joe's first run. Yeah, that was nice. Nice style also for Joe. Very, very fluid. It's also a requirement. The judges love to see that.
Getting back into the action here, we just saw Joe Atkinson bomb down course. Our next rider up is going to be Yuma Baudouin.
Yuma Baudouin from France, up on the big platform. Oh, he's looking for speed right here, Yuma. Yep, here we go. That's the name of the game on this course. Nice 540 transfer. Oh, I've seen him land that a ton of times in practice, but sometimes, Ryan, that's also what happens. He gets in those guys' head. A little bit of pressure. Flat 3 right here. Back up on the big spine, Yuma. Transfer the other way. A nice misty on the table. Fakey around the cradle.
Yeah, nice. Utilizing that glass wall feature. You can't quite see from your vantage point on screen. That glass feature is a slanted wall ride at about 50-degree angle, and then about 1.5 meters up, you have, there you go, that ledge coping feature. So there's double coping on that.
Very nice feature right here. Very nice new feature, I should say. I don't think I've seen that.
No, I believe that's a new feature for FISE. We never had that on courses previously, but that's the thing that I like. Really stepping up the game each event that we have. And a man who is very known out here in the inline contest series.
Roman Abrat.
Coming up next, Roman Abrat.
Roman's been doing really well this year. He was number 4 in Budapest. And number 5 in Montpellier. Roman Abrat.
Roman Abrat is currently sitting in 3rd place, tied with a 14,900 with Yuma as well. So that is for the overall standing. So we actually have 2 ties right now in our FIRS Roller Freestyle World Cup. Overall is Julien Coudot in 1st place, tied with Roman Godnier with a 19,000. Then Yuma and Roman Abrat are tied in the next position for 14,900. We're going to have to see. I know this is going to shake up the whole entire rest of the division as this contest. Whoa,
nice,
and a huge step-up transfer right there.
Yeah, he's capable of the best for Roman. Nice start of the run. He's doing things a little bit different.
Looks like he's on some new skates there.
He's looking pretty easy around the course. Also riding some big wheels. Nice 360 on the box. Like we were saying, Ryan, those guys keep the speed up. Always a smile on his face. Not stopping on the platform, Roman. Nice 900 right here. No problem around the cradle. 5 on the spine.
Very smooth, linking up transitions. Really nice throughout this run.
Yeah, it was definitely a good run for Roman. He's happy. More love to the crowd. Roman Abrat, currently in 3rd position on the main ranking. Freestyle World Cup ranking. And actually, we're missing Romain Goodner, number 2 on the list.
So that's definitely going to be changing the leaderboard.
Right, we're sad he couldn't make it. You might be watching at home, Romain. If you're watching, big up. I'm sure we'll see him next year. Nice first run from Romain Abrat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and here we have the scores so far.
We've seen Romain on top.
Roman on top there with an 83.66, followed by Yuma with with Joe Atkinson with an 80.66 and Yuma with a 73.66. We're gonna have to wait and see if those 3 stay on top though, however, as we push through for the second runs.
That's right, Ryan. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Tomek Pribilik on the course, aka Tomo. Tomo knows how to utilize everything on the course. Nice transfer here, front royale into the spine. Tomo's been putting some nice runs together in the past stops of the FISE in Budapest and Montpellier. He's a consistent rider. He utilizes the whole course. There he is over the spine. Back on the main portion of the course. Yes, going around on the wall ride. .55 right here for Tomo. Pretty nice first run right here. Tomek Pribilik from Poland. Also traveled a long way. Also had a great year with the FISE. Tomek Pribilik.
So as we tour around with a lot of different individuals from all different walks of life, especially in inline community, what country do you think has the largest inline scene?
That's a hard one to say, Ryan. But I would say, you know, the US has a good scene. Europe is definitely up there as well. Germany, France, all these countries have a lot going on. A lot of little contests here and there popping up. Some bigger stuff as well. And, you know, the scenes are alive. They're smaller than they used to be, you know, we got to say. But it's alive and well. Those guys are still feeling the love. Guys like this guy right here, Julien Cudeau, currently number 1 on the ranking. Julien has done some amazing stuff on this FISE World Series. Here he is dropping in for 50 seconds. His first run. Nice. Misty flip up on the platform. No problem right here. That 3 on the box. Top passing on the wall ride.
Really carrying that speed, like you said, we were going to see in this second heat.
You can see those guys utilizing the course. Definitely, Ryan.
Whoa, fast rotation there.
Julien is capable of everything. Beautiful soul right now, transfer.
Showing the difficulty actually coming into that plexiglass wall hubble edge.
That's a hard one to handle. Julien Cudeau, that's going to do it for his first run.
Julien was coming off of, I believe, an ankle injury at our last stop in Budapest. Still seems to be not phasing him that much, as he's, like we have previously mentioned, on top of the world ranking right now, and especially with his tie for first place being with Romain Goldnier. That is potentially going to give him a big advantage for the overall.
That's correct. They've been sharing first and second place in Montpellier and in Budapest. Julien Cudeau, who got second in Budapest. He actually had the top score run in Budapest. but the best at the 2 runs counted. So Romain was able to get first. Stefan Torres, we're back on the top of the second heat right now, second run.
So if you remember from the first run of Stefan Torres, he lost it a bit and went off course into the crowd. Let's see if he can hold it together. He's currently sitting with the lowest score of this second heat. And we know he's capable of more right now.
A mistake right here for Stefan Torres from Switzerland. He's not filling the course today, Stefan. That's a hard one to handle, definitely. If the run doesn't start good, it'll be hard to get back into it. Big course. Stefan.
That's going to do it for Stefan. Big round of applause coming all the way out here. I believe he is going to stick with his first run score.
Currently in the 10th place.
That 45.66. However it is, I do not believe he is going to bump into the top 6. So nice turnout from the Swiss rider. We're going to be moving into our next riders. This is going to be the second rider and going for his second run. Joe Atkinson from the United Kingdom. Off living the gypsy life.
Like it says on his shirt, we like to roll. He definitely likes to roll. Come on, Joe. Going for the speed right here.
Woo!
Nice
Threading
transfer.
the needle up there. Yeah, and first rider we see in the inline contest utilizing the plexiglass wall ride as a wall ride.
Definitely going for speed right now, Joe. Nice fakie 5 right here on the big spine.
I think those girls he was talking to before dropping in maybe gave him a little motivation.
No problem around the cradle. It's going for a different run right here, if I'm not mistaken.
Woo!
Nice monkey plant right here. Yes, going funky on the honor cradle.
Kind of lost his speed in that one and believe was going to go for that inverted hand plant over the spine.
He's happy, Joe. He knows he qualified for tomorrow's finals. Currently number 2 on this qualifier on the same ice.
So Joe really doesn't need to push it too hard. He's definitely solidified himself a spot in the finals tomorrow, but we're just going to see if he had a chance to rival that 83.66 set by Romain Abrat.
You know, those guys keep a couple tricks up their sleeves for tomorrow, for the finals. Trying to impress the judges tomorrow. Not give it all up today. Baudouin from France. Also going for a lot of speed. Going for that transfer. No problem this time. 540 on the big spine. He's pushing hard, Yuma. Currently 5th place today. Nice piece to the table. Perfectly landed. Take you around the cradle blocks. Yes. Topsoil,
beautiful
that
topsoil.
plexiglass, yes. The little spine. Yuma, a few seconds left.
And that's going to do it for Yuma Baudouin. Nice little flip for the crowd. Let's put in 2 full runs. Yuma currently sitting in 5th there with Josh Nielson now on the bubble. I do believe actually that means they have confirmed there are no other riders in this heat that would be able to push out Josh Nielson. So Josh Nielson would be our last rider in. We're just going to delegate the other top remaining 5 positions to see who is going to be taking those honors moving into the finals tomorrow. But currently, as it stands, we have Roman Abrat after his first run. Still one more run to go because he's going to drop in, but he's currently sitting in the hot seat with an 83.66.
Yes, hold on.
Big transfer, late 180 there.
Zero radio pass it, 360 back in. Getting technical, Roman Abrat. Cruising around, looks like he's having a good time. 360 Duking on the table. And Roman, back right out up there. Back up on the VIP. No problem for Roman Abrat. Saw him the other day, put the skates on for the warm-ups. First trick, 900. Right at the hotel, no problem.
That's when you're dialed.
Exactly. Yes. Always having a good time.
So Roman Abrat, definitely 2 solid runs, and he's going to be happy with that moving forward into tomorrow's final.
He's looking pretty good. Qualifying in first place so far, Roman Abrat.
Well, we have the second run score of Joe Atkinson in there. So Joe is still sitting in second place. He bumped up his score with that second run, almost 2 full points. He's now sitting at an 82.33, but it's not enough to rival Roman's first run of an 83.66. We're just going to have to wait and see if Roman improved his score. Yes, he did. Scores in there, 84.66 for Roman Abrat. He is now increased his lead 2.33 points over Joe Atkinson. Next rider up is currently sitting in third place as well. Tomek, let's see if he can improve his score of 74.66.
That's going to be a tough one for Tomek. But he knows how to put the line together, how to come up with a nice run. Nice soul drop in right here. Yes, 360 on the box. Getting high right here in the cradle. I can feel the pressure on those riders, really. You can see that it's a lot different. Warming up and actually skating the run. Nice back flip right here. .360 on the spine. Arrow front from Poland. Come on, Tomo. 270 right here.
And nice follow out.
That's going to do it for his second run. Tomek Pribilik, 74.66 on his first run. Currently in third position on the semis. All the way from Poland.
We're going to wait and see how the judges are scoring this second run. Is Tomek going to be able to increase his third place position, or is he going to stay there? And scores in 77. He does improve, but not enough to take out second place Joe Atkinson. So he is going to continue to sit in that podium of third place right now for the semifinals. That means, though, he has for sure had received a position going into tomorrow's finals. But your current points leader for the FIRS Roller Freestyle World Cup Series, Julien Coudot, dropping in now for his second run. He's currently sitting in fourth position with a 74 even. Let's see if he can improve that score moving forward to tomorrow's finals.
Allez, Julien. Nice Misty up on the box. Nice start of the run right here for Julien Coudot. Top acid. Also keeping the speed up. Transferring. Flat 3 on the spine. Little mistake right here on the big box. The wall ride. Backflip. Currently in 4th position, Julien Kudo. He's already got a spot for tomorrow's finals. We're seeing a nice crowd today, Ryan.
Yeah, especially just for the semifinals. It's really nice that the audience out here in China come out in numbers. It's very difficult to start off. I mean, it's been 20 years of the FISE. That means 21 editions going on in France, in Montpellier. And that means it's basically rooted into the DNA of that city. It is like no other event in the entire world that I've been to. Over 115,000 spectators each day on a 5-day event. This is the biggest action sports festival going on, period. But when we brought this series as a world tour to all the other countries that we have in the world, it's very difficult to then have the public know exactly what is coming here and to bring out a crowd. But it is so amazing that the Chinese public are so open-minded to this, and they say, okay, yeah, we don't know exactly what's happening, but we would love to see what's happening. And they come out so excited and enthusiastic every time that we have an event here. So such big round of applause as well out there for the audience and for the public of China and Chengdu coming out here and supporting us and the FISE and all action sports disciplines that we have to offer. As the judges are putting in their last digits, let's take a look and see how the results end up. Roman Abroad, like we have seen, is going to be on top there with an 84.66, followed by the UK's Joe Atkinson with an 82.33. Tomek in 3rd place there with the 77. Julien Kudo with a 74, even in 4th place. Rounding off your top 5, Yuman Baudouin with a 73.66 respectively. Then finally, the 6th place, Josh Nielson with a 67.33. Those are going to be your finalists for tomorrow's final competition that we're going to have go down.
Ryan, we're going to be taking 10 riders tomorrow for the finals.
Oh, pardon me. Sorry for that. Then we are going to be as well taking...
Right, we're having Kim in 7th position. Kim's Ruslan is also going to be part of the finals tomorrow with a 62 even. Followed in 8th place by Yiken Zhang from China, also part of tomorrow's finals with a 52.66. In 9th place, Stefan Torres from Switzerland, 47.66. Last but not least, Chi Sang, 10th place with a 47.33.
Pardon me for my miscommunication there. Thank you for covering as well. But let's take a look at, so far, the winning run from semifinals. This is none other than Roman Abroad. Walk us through some of the highlights that we had from Roman.
Well, we can see how much amplitude Roman has right here on all his tricks. A lot of speed. That was a beautiful 900 that we saw on replay.
And those were some of the beautiful highlights that we had coming out there from the French athlete. It's been an amazing semifinals happening out here. Any last thoughts that you had from the final or from the semifinal?
Well, I'm excited to see tomorrow's finals. Really, I mean, I think we got a nice little teaser today from the semifinals right here from those guys, and I'm pretty sure they kept a couple things up their sleeves for tomorrow.
Yeah, so make sure you guys stay tuned and you catch us for all the inline action happening tomorrow as well. We are going to have the finals go down, 4 separate events happening tomorrow, but still there is more action happening at the FISE Chengdu stop today. We are going to have the MTB slopestyle finals that are going to be coming your way in less than an hour. Make sure you guys stay tuned. On behalf of myself and Kato, thank you very much for tuning in for the roller finals. We'll see you again next time.